Question number 4, Joanne Hayes.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Social Housing. What support is the government providing to families in Christchurch in need of short-term housing?
Mr Speaker.
Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr Speaker, the government has contracted with 2 community housing providers, Vision West and Comcare, to provide vulnerable families and single people with short-term housing in Christchurch. The service, which is already up and running, is targeting people living in insecure housing, such as tents and cars, who need help to get back on their feet. People will be housed for an average of 8 weeks in individual properties for single people and in a leased motel for families. The community providers will link people with services to help them address issues that are holding them back, which could include drug and alcohol counselling, mental health support, budgeting or parenting support. This is an innovative solution made possible by community housing providers and the government working together and being prepared to try new ways to work with people that are disadvantaged.
Supplementary, Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question, Joanne Hayes.
How will this initiative help families get into more sustainable housing?
Mr Speaker.
Honourable Paula Bennett.
This support is all about providing short-term relief so that we can then get them into more sustainable long-term housing. Providers work with them to develop plans to help them move into longer-term housing, help them look for that home, help them with the bond and what needs to be done. This includes getting families to pay up to 25% of their income while they're in the short-term housing, but when they are ready to move on, the community providers will give them that money back for use for things such as bond or moving costs. This means that we can actually sort out some of their debt while they're there, help them with budgeting, pay the whole bill, and when they move out they also have some cash.
Supplementary, Mr Speaker.
The supplementary question, Joanne Hayes.
What else is the government doing to improve emergency housing in places other than Christchurch?
Mr Speaker.
Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr Speaker, the government is committed to improving emergency and short-term housing. We recently announced a $500,000 boost to the sector, which will be announced shortly as to which providers that is going to. We are also working through a review of the emergency and short-term housing problems, where we will be looking at the Christchurch example to see where else it can be rolled out to in New Zealand.
Supplementary question, Mita Whaitiri. Oh, sorry, Porter Williams.
Does the Minister believe that providing short-term housing for 30 families is an adequate response when Census 2013 shows 2,200 people living in temporary accommodation and Housing New Zealand has 504 people on priority waiting lists?
Honourable Paula Bennett.
Well, actually that's 30 at any one time, and we envisage up to 240 people getting that short-term assistance over a 1-year period, so well over up to 500 people over the 2 years. What I would say that for those that are on the wait list, it was 92 of them that are in that kind of insecure housing. So others are in other situations, so it's that 92 that we see as being the most urgent. So I think that providing up to 240 places will make a real difference for those that are in need.
Question number 5,